Okay, recording is being started. Now I will share PPT. Yesterday we were discussing about the numerical, am I right? And we had these numericals solved in yesterday's session. Solved this numerical. We solved the first part of this numerical and second part was given as a homework. Probably all of you have done the homework in my perception. Okay. So, and on the ground basis, I think that one or two students might have actually solved for this answer. The part 2 was given as the homework. And let us go for next numerical. Write down along with me. Determine work done. We are asked to calculate the work done in carrying some amount of charge. Okay, from a point to another point. Okay. In the field E bar expressed as this yax cap plus xay cap, and we need to find the work done in first path, that is along the parabola x is equal to 2y square, and second path along the straight line joining these 2 points. So whenever we do have a straight line, we must know that we are going to use this equation, straight line equation. Okay, and that's why your numerical becomes long or lengthy. Otherwise, the numerical is straightforward. We have a formula w is equal to minus q integral e bar dot dl bar. Dl bar we have to find out for the two cases, and that's all. Do the dot product and have the integration. We can do the integration because we are given with from point and to point. Those are the limits of x, y, and z. Let us go with the solution of the numerical. So steps for solution. First, determine expression for dl bar in both cases. Evaluate e bar dot dl bar, and in particularly in second case where we do have a straight line. So we will end up into an integral where we will have y dx and x dy kind of terms. So to solve those kind of integral, we do have step number 3. Express x in terms of y or y in terms of x to evaluate the integration. Let us go for the given uh, quantities. Is this font size visible to you?
Sir, barely.
Barely. Okay. Can you zoom into your video in Microsoft Teams? I am not sure you
Yes,
can.
sir.
Okay, so zoom in into your video so the font size will be visible to you. Since the solution is lengthy, I need to put down it into this font size so that the complete solution will be fit on one slide itself. And we do have another charge q minus 2 microcoulomb moved from one point to another point. We need to find the work done along a path expressed as parabola and work done along a straight line joining the 2 points. We do have formula w is equal to minus q integration e bar dot dl bar, and now we are going to look at the solution. So given expression for electric field intensity is yax cap plus xay cap. Therefore, for Cartesian coordinate system, we can write down dl bar is equal to dx ax cap plus dy ay cap. We haven't written down plus dz az cap because expression of E bar has only ax and ay components. अगर वहां पे az component होता, अगर होता, तो in expression of dl bar we would have added plus dz az cap. But E bar के expression में सिर्फ ax और ay है, therefore dl का expression do have only ax and ay components. So now we can do the integration, sorry, dot product in between E bar and dl bar. So y ax cap plus x ay cap dot dx ax cap plus dy ay cap. Yeah, I'm reading down this line. Okay. So after having the dot product, I can say that E bar dot dl bar have y dx and x dy. So this kind of integrals, okay, are pretty much interesting to solve, and Now you know how to solve those integrals. We have to express x in terms of y or y in terms of x. Choice is yours. You will end up into the same answer. Okay. So part 1. We have a path along the parabola. For the given path, x is equal to 2y square. So therefore, we can say that differentiating on both sides, dx is equal to 4y dy. Okay. y square का डिफरेंशिएशन करते हैं तो क्या आता है 2y dy. तो ये 2 into this 2 is 4y dy. So therefore we can say that since we have e bar dot dl bar expressed as y dx plus x dy, we can express by putting dx as 4y dy and putting x as 2y square. So we have expressed x in terms of y. And we do have now e bar dot dl bar is equal to 6y square dy. This becomes straightforward to solve the integration. So we can say that w is equal to minus q integration 6y square dy. Here we do have the y terms. So in the given points, okay, we do have y coordinate as 1 and here we do have y coordinate as 2. Can you tell me the limits of integrals? We do remember that integral limits are always from initial point to final point. Okay. So in our case, initial y coordinate is 1. So integral will be from 1 going up to final point y coordinate 2. Okay. And you can solve the integration and we will end up into a value of 28 microjoules. Let us go for now part 2. Okay. Here we do have a straight line, so therefore we have to find an expression for a straight line. So expression for a straight line can be given as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, where m is the slope of line expressed as y2 minus y1. Okay, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So slope of the line becomes 1 upon 6. So y minus 1, y1 is the y coordinate. Okay, and m is 1 by 6, x minus x1 is the x coordinate. Okay. You can think about x1, y1, z1, and this is x2, y2, and z2. So we can now rewrite the expressions so that we will end up into a kind of expression where x is equal to 6y minus 4. Just rearranging, that's it, nothing else. Rearrangement, fifth standard mathematics. So we can say that dx is equal to 6 dy. So now we can use these two terms and we can put it into expression of e bar dot dl bar. Okay. So I can say that dx is nothing but 6 dy, whereas x is nothing but this complete expression. So we do have x is nothing but 6y minus 4, and simplifying the things we will have 412y dy minus 4 dy. So integrating on both sides we can solve the integration. The complete term is in terms of y, and we know that y varies from 1 to 2. And after solving this integration, we end up into a value w is equal to 28 microjoules. This is a straightforward numerical, but very interesting point to note over here in this numerical. Here in the part 1, we had parabola. So this is a work done for a path in parabola, and this is a work done for a path in straight line. If you observe these two values, those are same, and if you try to have different path as well, you will have the work done is equal to 28 microjoules only. So very important conclusion for this numerical. Okay, conclusion क्या है? The amount of work done is always independent of path followed in moving a charge। ऑलवेज इंडिपेंडेंट होता है, लेकिन यहाँ पे कंडीशन क्या है जो हमेशा कहीं नहीं जाती, बट देयर इज अ कंडीशन, सिस्टम इज स्टैटिक, मतलब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज नॉट गोइंग टू वैरी, जो जैसे है वैसे ही है। ओके, जो आपका स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है, एंडिंग पॉइंट है, वो सेम रहने वाले हैं इन द पाथ। ओके, तो सिस्टम इज स्टैटिक अगर ऐसे है तो अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क डन इज ऑलवेज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ द पाथ। मतलब क्या, इफ वी डू हैव अ पॉइंट, another point over here, we move in this way, we move in this way, or we move in this way, in all three paths, first path, second path and the third path, amount of work done is always the same। Okay, very interesting conclusion is over here. The amount of work done as long as system is static is always constant, is always same, because if we observe कि भाई अगर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी इज इन दिस डायरेक्शन, तो इन सम केसेस वी हैव टू अपोज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी, इन सम केसेस, इन सम पार्ट ऑफ द path, okay, in some part of the path electric field is going to provide us a support in moving the charges। Okay, so very important observation or conclusion in this numerical. So probably you have solved and wrote this numerical in your notebook। Your part is, your part is, लेक्चर खत्म होने के बाद या फिर प्रैक्टिकल शुरू होने से पहले, your part is solve integrals on your own। अगर ये चीज आप नहीं करते हो तो यू कैन नॉट सॉल्व न्यूमेरिकल इन एग्जामिनेशन। आपको प्रोसीजर पता होगी बट you cannot solve the integrals, so you won't get the proper answer, correct answer। Okay, let's go to next point, electric potential, where we observed this diagram। We considered a point charge q, okay? Considered a point charge q and it is radiating the electric field in all possible directions। We have considered two important points B and A in this field. A is at a distance Ra and B is distance Rb. So we can have these expressions, okay? And we do have another expression for the line charge as well. Do remember that we will observe the potential difference if we are moving from B to A. Okay, we will observe the potential difference or electric potential difference in between 2 points if we are moving in opposite direction of electric field। तो ही potential difference आप observe कर सकते हो। So we do have VAB expressed as Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon Ra minus 1 upon Rb, whereas VAB due to a line charge will be rho L upon 2 pi epsilon 0 Ln. This is a natural logarithm. Okay, this is not log to the base 10. No, this is log to the base e, and on your calculator you have ln as a separate button। तो कैलकुलेशन करते वक्त ln का बटन यूज करना है, log का बटन नहीं। So give heading electric potential, write down these formulae। Have you done with the formulae? Are you done with the formulae? लिख लिया आप लोगों ने?
Yes,
Because
sir.
okay,
Yes.
great, great, because we are going to use these formulae while solving the numerical। Let's write down the first numerical. 2-point charges -4 microcoulomb and 5 microcoulomb are located at two different points। Find the potential at point P considering zero potential at infinity। इसका मतलब क्या है? We are going to use, sorry, we are going to use this expression, that is absolute potential, जिसको कहते हैं absolute potential। You can refer to the theory, ओके, क्या अज्यूम किया था? इफ this b point is at infinity, मतलब rb is at infinity, so can I say that 1 upon rb is equal to 1 upon infinity is equal to 0? So in the expression for electric potential due to a point charge, we can put these values 1 upon Ra minus 1 upon Rb, and here Rb is 0, therefore we can say that VAB is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon Ra. Okay, Ra is the distance in between the observation point and the point charge. Okay, your charge, maybe line charge or maybe point charge. So moving to the numerical. So how to solve the numerical? Calculate V due to Q1 and Q2 separately because we do have two different charges. Okay. Add both potentials. Okay. मतलब कैसे आप सोच सकते हो कि भाई मेरे पास ना एक बल्ब है. Okay. This bulb is of 4 microcoulomb. और मेरे पास दूसरा भी बल्ब है and this bulb is having 5 microcoulomb and in between somewhere I do have point P. तो इसका भी लाइट आएगा, इसका भी लाइट आएगा, तो ओवरऑल इंटेंसिटी at point P will be addition of these two. Okay, so voltage due to Q1 and voltage due to Q2, इनकी addition करेंगे तो we will get a potential at point P. So let us look at the given quantities. We do have a point charge Q1. Assume Q1. Q1 लिखा नहीं है numerical में. We have to assume that. So Q1 है minus 4 microcoulomb at 2 minus 1 3 and Q2 5 microcoulomb at 0 4 minus 2. We need to find the potential at P. Formally, V is expressed as Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R. Okay. जब भी ये R आता है, जब भी ये R आता है, it is nothing but referring to the distance. Okay. ये distance कैसे calculate करते हो? You calculate the distance from the vector. अगर vector का magnitude लेते हो, तो you will get a distance. So can I say that कि भाई इस स्टेप में है ना एक हिडन स्टेप है, find r bar. R bar say find magnitude of r bar, and this means the distance between the observation point and the source. In some cases we are going to require the r cap, that is vector r bar upon magnitude of vector r. तो ये जो स्टेप है ना ये हर बार यूज करने ही वाले हैं. You might have understood this step since last 20 lectures we are doing the same. So solution. Let us have calculations due to point charge Q1. So V1 is equal to Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R1, and for this I can say that okay, Q1 is at 2 minus 1 3 and our point P is at 1 0 1. Direction of the vector is always towards the observation point. अभी इसका अगर R1 निकालना है, so you will do destination minus source. तो वो calculation आप करते हो. So 1 minus 2 ax cap plus 0, ये 0 minus 1. Okay, ay cap, ये है z for p and this is a z for q. So 1 minus 3 az cap. So we will have R1 bar as minus ax cap plus ay cap minus 2 az cap. From here we can get magnitude of R1 as root 6. So put these values into expression of V1. Therefore V1 is equal to minus 4 coulomb upon 4 pi epsilon 0 root 6, and you will end up into this much amount of voltage, kilovolt. Do remember that a minus 4 microcoulomb, minus is not something related to negative charges and positive charges, but a microcoulomb charge can produce a voltage in terms of kilovolt. Okay, that is interesting. Now let us go for the calculations due to point charge Q2. We will follow the same procedure. What is the procedure? V2 का expression लिखो. Am I right? 4 pi epsilon 0 R2, where Q2 is at 0 4 minus 2 and P is at 1 0 1. So you can find the expression for R2 bar. then you will find a magnitude of R2 bar and put the values in the formula and get the answer. Okay. So V2 is expressed as Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R2. R2 is found in this way and is equal to minus AX cap minus 4AY cap plus 3AZ cap. Therefore, magnitude of R1 is root 26. Put the value of magnitude of R2, a typing mistake, is root 26. So put the values into the expression. So therefore, V2 is equal to 5 micro upon 4 pi epsilon 0 under root 26, and we do have plus 8.813 kilovolt. So total amount of voltage at point P is due to V1 plus V2, and we will have the final answer. Okay, minus 5863 kilovolt. So tiny charges, 4 microcoulomb and 5 microcoulomb, are going to produce this much amount of voltage. And why this is true? Because of the distance, because of the distances in between the observation point and the sources. When we are going to deal with the capacitors, we do have very interesting saying about the capacitance. We will discuss that time the philosophy about the capacitance, where it is once again will be confirmed that कि भाई charges जो है वो बहुत danger होते हैं. If you do not handle the charges carefully, you will get an amount of shock in terms of kilovolts. Okay. So this is a procedure, straightforward procedure कि भाई voltage का equation लिखो, unknown quantities को find out करो, put the values into the expression, do the calculation and you will get the answer. आपको ये procedure समझ में आई कि नहीं आई? Hello, someone please give me yes or no. आपको procedure समझ में आई कि नहीं आई? I am saying about the procedure, not the calculation. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir, kind of कळलंय sir.
Kind of कळलंय. ह्या स्टेप 2 कळल्यात का? कॅल्क्युलेट व्ही ड्यू टू Q1 and Q2 and add both
हो.
voltages. मग अजून काय पाहिजे? कैलकुलेट V का एक्सप्रेशन लिखो, अननोन क्वांटिटीज फाइंड करो. इसमें काइंड ऑफ की क्या बात आएगी?
खूप सगळं आहे म्हणून थोडंसं कन्फ्युजन होतंय.
कुठं कन्फ्युजन होत आहे? आय वॉन्ट टू हॅव दैट स्टेप वेयर यू आर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज्ड. कहाँ पे कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो?
सर जो लास्ट पार्ट आहे ना ड्यू टू Q2 वाला,
हाँ हाँ
तिथून खाली 2-3 स्टेप पर्यंत.
हा, कारण मी त्या सांगितल्याच नाही ना, त्या तुम्हाला करायच्या आहेत. फक्त काय सांगतोय मी, आर बार फाइंड करणं फार महत्वाचं आहे. इफ वी टेक एन एक्झाम्पल ऑफ R2, मी परत एकदा लिहितो, and probably this is the last time I am finding a vector for the students. P is at 101. Direction of vector is always towards observation point. तो इसका R2 बार का एक्सप्रेशन कैसे आएगा? X components मतलब 1 minus 0 AX cap plus Y components, destination minus source है, destination Y is 0 and source Y is 4 AY cap plus destination Z coordinate is 1 and source Z coordinate is minus 2 AZ cap. तो आपको क्या मिल रहा है? AX cap plus, यार ये टाइपिंग मिस्टेक बहुत हो रही है मेरी, minus 4 AY cap and this will be minus minus plus, so plus 3 AZ cap. अभी मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ R2 बार निकालना है, तो कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ AX AY AZ, AX का कंपोनेंट क्या है, कोएफिशिएंट क्या है 1, AY का कोएफिशिएंट क्या है -4, AZ का कोएफिशिएंट क्या है 3. तो भाई अंडर रूट 1 plus 16 plus 9, that is root 26. ये इतना किया गया है इतने 3 बुलेट्स में, यही लिखा है वहां पे भी. ओके, so if it's not for only Ruth, huh? It's for all students. If you are not able to find the vectors, I will say that भाई आप इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक्स छोड़ ही दो. or you practice, or if you have a doubt, ask me. Choose your option. Okay, so this was the last numerical. We are going to solve the few next numerical in next session. Okay, and if at all, if you do have some doubt, please ask me. Otherwise you won't be able to solve the numerical. Okay, you have to do practice. Otherwise जब यूनिट खत्म होगा ना, जैसे वो लिस्ट देख के आपको टेंशन आ गया था कि इतने सारे न्यूमेरिकल कैसे करें, तो वो डेयर टेंशन विल पॉप अप इन अ मोर rigorous way, or I will say furious way. Okay, हिंदी में नहीं कहना चाहता, but you will get frightened looking at the list of the numerical and you won't uh, be able to cope up with the numerical and their solutions. Otherwise individual numerical को अगर देखते हो तो very easy and straightforward. Okay, that's all for today's session. I will stop recording. Do you have